Hello there, and welcome to a new episode of Easy Your Quarantine with Literature. Today, we're talking about James Joyce. James Joyce was born in Dublin in 1882 and had a strong Catholic primary education from the age of 6 to the age of 16. He then studied modern languages at University College in Dublin. Joyce always regarded himself as a rebel against the shabbiness and Philistinism of Dublin. As his last year of secondary school at the Belvedere College, he started to strongly reject his Catholic faith and started to see himself invested of a literary mission that involved rebellion and exiles. While his fellows at university took part of nationalist and populist activities, he refused to take part of any of it and shook the literary world by his blunt and outspoken article that appeared in a few literary magazines as the London Fortnightly Review. By the time he graduated in university in 1902, he already knew that he was destined to exile. He therefore thought that to preserve his integrity and to avoid involvement in popular causes in order to devote himself completely to the life of the artist, he had to go abroad and leave Ireland. He went to Paris right after his graduation, and then he came back to Dublin due to his mother's illness for a short period in which he worked as a school teacher. He then left Ireland forever and spent his life teaching English, first in Trieste, Italy, and then in Zurich, Switzerland. He died there in 1941. Proud, obstinate, absolutely convinced of his genius, Joyce was not an easy person to get along with, yet he never lacked friends. All through his 36 years spent in the continent, he was always at the center of a literary circle. And despite of being abroad, he wrote only and always about Dublin. He is so soaked into its atmosphere, its topography and its history that the city and the people living it become a microcosm of human history, geography and experience. His first work is a collection of short stories that describe with extraordinary clarity aspects of Dublin's life. The collection, called Dubliners, was published in 1914, and with his crisp, lucid and detached language, Joyce manages to create sharp and realistic sketches of what he called the paralysis affecting the life of people in Ireland, especially in Dublin. Dubliners is what we call Joyce's first phase, in which he comes to terms with the life that he rejected. In his second phase, he moves towards his dedication to imaginative writing, and he writes A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, which is an autobiography of his development as an artist, stripped of anything superfluous, so that each word contributed to the presentation of the theme, that is, the parallel movement toward art and exile. The book suffered censorship cuts, and 3 European publishers turned it down when finally an American firm accepted it. With his next work, Ulysses, Joyce elevates his heart even more. Though it was banned in Britain and America, it also faced an accusation of obscenity that was finally turned down by an American judge. Joyce saw Odysseus, Homer's hero, as the most complete hero of literature and history. He is shown in all aspects, coward and hero, cautious and reckless, weak and strong, husband and philanderer, father and son. Joyce makes his hero, Leopold Bloom, an Irish Jew, into a modern Ulysses. The book is a continuous parallelism between the Homeric archetypes and the modern days and characters and events. They can be deflating or ennobling, ironic or heroic, depending on the specific application in a particular episode or even on the reader's perspective. Joyce's final work, Finnegan's Wake, published in 1939, took more than 14 years to be written, and he considered it his masterpiece, though some readers found its dense and multi-layered language impenetrable. In fact, Joyce invented a dream language just for his book, where words are combined, distorted, created from bits of other words fitted together. Words may have several meanings at once. Everything is so fused together, even words from other languages, that sentences can achieve whole clusters of meaning simultaneously. Now, if this is not genius. Wondering how Finnegan's Wake looks like? Here is the very first page.
River run past Eve Adams from swerve of shore to bend of bay brings us by a commodious ficus of recirculation back to Howth Castle and environ. Sir Tristram Violet d'Amour from over the short sea had pas encore.
Finnegan's Wake has been a real challenge for readers and translators, and it's still a mystery to many of us.